It's done. England are the World Cup champions in women's rugby. I am just so ecstatic for this result. I mean, what a fantastic occasion that was, that final in Twickenham. I can't wait to talk about this. We're going to talk mostly about this game, I think, today, and just get into that. But it means so much for both these countries. You know, you saw is it the Canadian Prime Minister? I'm sorry, I'm not completely familiar with it all. But he was there alongside the coach and watching in the stands. And it's just fantastic that they really got behind it. Loads of Canadians getting behind the team in social media. But then 82,000 people there, mostly England fans. It's just fantastic to see a world record attendance for women's rugby. It's amazing. It's amazing what this Red Roses team could do for the sport in this country. And again, the Canadian team will surely have a fantastic impact back at home in Canada. It's just a wonderful occasion of rugby. I mean, let's get into the game itself. I mean, lightning fast start from Canada and Asia Hogan-Rochester going in the corner in the left wing. I mean, she looked lightning quick in that first 5 minutes when scoring that try. And I don't think Canada got the ball out wide enough for them in that game. I mean, that's where all the space was for Canada to attack England. I mean, for that first try, Abby Dow kind of makes a mistake biting in on, I'm not sure who was carrying the ball before that, I'm sorry, but she bites in and then the Canadian girl makes the offload to Hogan-Rochester. And you have to trust Alex Matthews, I think it was, and Abby Ward to cover and make that tackle inside you there. So probably the main mistake there from Abby Dow. Otherwise had a pretty decent game. But Canada had a lightning fast start, but then England hit back within the first few minutes. God, the game's a blur. I already can't remember who's what. Ellie Kildun gets that first try, doesn't she? She sort of the penalty advantage and she just launches it. A Canadian girl misses the tackle, shooting up off the line, and then there's a gap and Kildun's just away, gets past a few and scores for England sort of under the posts. Brilliant comeback, brilliant response there. A lot of teams, just talking about the whole day, a lot of teams, even if they're massive favourites for a World Cup final or a club rugby final, it's still not easy to, live up to that hype and pressure and actually put in the performance worthy of a good, solid win. And that's what the Red Roses did today. So fair play to them with dealing with that pressure, turning up, putting in probably the best performance of the year they've had, definitely of this World Cup. Second try, I'm pretty sure, was Alex Matthews off the back of the scrum, or that might be that one from Amy Cockayne. I'm sorry, they all are blurring into one now. England really did well that first half. Scrum dominance. Hannah Bottomman was unreal with her turnovers once again throughout the game. Really, really good from Maud Muir and Hannah Bottomman in the scrum. The line-out was really amazing. We messed one up earlier on in the game going to Alex Matthews, which kind of led to the Canada try. And I was like, it's the pressure line-out on our own 22. You go to Aldcroft, or even better, you go to the best line-out taker in women's rugby in the world, Abby Ward. And pretty much like 80% of the line-outs after that one went to Abby Ward. And if they didn't go to Ward, they almost always went to Aldcroft, which is sensible. I thought Moena Talling, was really excellent this game. Sadia Kabaya gets the Player of the Match award. She was fantastic and quite a young player, I'm pretty sure she is as well. So congrats to her, stepping up in a World Cup final. The whole forward pack for England really were just different level, where some of the Canadian ones didn't quite stand out. I mean, Sophie de Goody, arguably the best player in the world, a bit unlucky with a couple of the conversions and penalty kicks or whatever, but conversions they were, but she didn't really stand out too much this game. Peltier was kept under wraps from England. I mean, again, Canada tried the same tactic against New Zealand. They tried to do that quick ruck speed, pick and go if possible, get around the fringes of the ruck, use their forwards, and that might work against New Zealand, but you're not going to do that against their England pack, especially when they're prepared. But even when they're not prepared, it's such a physical pack of forwards that England have, and it's probably the only pack Canada get out-muscled by, and they did today a little bit. In the back, Zoe Harrison did pretty well their kicking game. Tessier was trying to sort of combat it with Canada, but not having too much success. There was a really nice kick early on by Hogan-Rochester, which kind of got them out of jail once. But other than that, not a lot of Canada's kicks really went for them. Just a lot, really quite quiet after the first 5-6 minutes. Canada. I mean, Shell was kind of quiet. Simmons was alright, or Simons. I'm not sure how you say it. Sorry. Corrigan, I think she's always excellent in defence, but didn't get too much joy in attack. But is that because Canada weren't spreading the ball enough? I don't know. I think might be that reason. But let me know what you think in the comments. I'm just really rambling on about the game. I'm just so happy. I'm so happy that they've lived up to it. They got 82,000 roughly people inspired to watch watch PWR rugby go to the next Six Nations games, become invested in this team forever going forward, and hopefully hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of girls and boys will be inspired to pick up a rugby ball back home and join a club or try and join up at school. I just what I'm hopeful. If you're watching this and you're Canadian or English or wherever you're watching from, find your local club and give it a go. Watch the PWR, watch other professional women's teams. I think it's called the Celtic Challenge, and there's a top 14 women's sort of thing. Go watch all these things. So I focus on the PWR, the English version. 9 teams in that league, and lots of players from England, but also from Canada, Wales, Scotland, USA, and New Zealand. A few Kiwi Black Ferns are coming over. So give a PWR watch. Choose a team which is closest to you or has your favourite players, just enjoy that. Oh God, sorry. Allcroft looked so happy lifting up that trophy. She was absolutely everywhere, I thought, today. The Bosman got a yellow card in the second half. That was definitely a yellow card. Not a red, but definitely a yellow. She kind of got a bit too excited, but I think overall she had a pretty good game. Clifford came on, did really well. Sarah Byrne, you saw the post-match interviews on BBC. It's just fantastic to see. Just really, really awesome occasion for rugby. I'm just smiling. It's just great to see England win a Rugby World Cup. Hopefully the men's can do the same in 2 years' time in Australia. I don't know what else there is to say here. I think it's just been an amazing Rugby World Cup. About 450,000 tickets sold. Stadiums pretty much full quite often. It just feels like the whole country's really got behind them, and it's wonderful to see. And hopefully we'll see it, as I said, forever going forward. This is brilliant. It was brilliant. I'm 6 drinks deep. I basically had a drink every time England scored a try. That was my. I was watching it on TikTok live. Do follow my TikTok if you fancy joining for future games, men's and women's. It was a great time, and I'm just so glad we got it over the line. I feel like there's more stuff I want to talk about, but I'm not sure what else there is. I mean, Sophie de Goody won Player of the Year. Now, I'm sorry, this is controversial, but that's a joke. She is probably the best player in the world when she's fully firing. But Meg Jones, she's been injured, Sophie de Goody, for a lot of this year. She's only come back sort of 2-3 months ago. Meg Jones has won the Six Nations, probably been the best English player in that Six Nations. Now she's won a Rugby World Cup. How can you not give World Player of the Year to Meg Jones? I feel like Sophie de Goody's won it because she's kind of won the hearts, and she's not from a traditional rugby country, at least in the men's sort of view, tier 1 view, whatever. So I don't know. Sophie de Goody, of course, I love her. Saracens player. She's just amazing. Does everything. But I just think Meg Jones deserves it this year. Sophie de Goody, I'm sure, will be contesting many more years to come. I would not be surprised if she lifts a Rugby World Cup trophy in 4 or 8 years' time. She's still got 8 years in her, I'm sure. Just an absolute legend of Canadian rugby. If you're watching from Canada, don't stop watching. This is not the end. This is the beginning for Canada rugby. And not just women's. Your men have made the World Cup in 2 years' time. As they're not going to be the best team in the world or up there, but get behind them. Talk about rugby in Canada, grow the sport, and hopefully in 8 years' time and 6 years' time, 6 years' time for the men's, 8 years' time for the women's, when it's not your home World Cup, but it's in the USA, you can stuff it to the USA and Canada can win a World Cup in probably the women's, but no, at least do well in the men's as well, and do a great performance in those times. And obviously in 4 years' time, the Canadian women's will be up there as top 2 or 3 favourites again. The men's team will be in Australia in 2 years' time. So it's just about getting behind the sport as a whole. Keep talking about it, keep watching it. Follow your Canadian rugby socials, your local clubs, your state, or they call states, Ontario, British Columbia, Saskatchewan, all them. Get behind them, Quebec. Get behind a professional team. Go follow a Premiership team or URC team, a PWR team in the women. Just get behind it all, and hopefully we can make Canadians rugby a real force. But for the English one, this is just 8 years of work paid off. The heartbreak in New Zealand 3 years ago. The RFU need to get some credit. They put in a lot of work to get women's rugby to where it is today. And hopefully it's just strength to strength for both the PWR, professionalism in the women's game, and of course the Red Roses team going forward. So if you've got this far, guys, I really, really do appreciate it that you're watching all these videos. We'll be back. I might do some PWR videos. I'll definitely be back for the Women's Six Nations in only going to be 6 months' time. Oh, that's too long. But no, doesn't matter. England women's team, they got it done today. They're all forever legends. I mean, I might try and go to the trophy parade in Battersea tomorrow. There should be a bank holiday since they won. And should they get knighted? I don't know what happened with the women's Lionesses football team, but whatever they got, women's rugby team deserves exactly the same. They've won a World Cup in a very tough sport, a global sport. So yeah, well done to them. Thank you for watching. If you got this far, I would really appreciate it if you could like the video if you did enjoy it, like it, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good rest of your weekend and celebrate if you're an England fan because they're world champions. Thank you.